Today is VE Day, which is Victory for Europe. Yay! So, that was ended in World War II for that, but today's turning 75, so 75th anniversary for VE Day. But I hope you had fun celebrated with them for VE Day, but stay and social distancing for that. So anyways, it's Friday, it's 6 o'clock, and it's time for my History of Panto Years. It's Ben's History of Panto Years. Oh, yes, it is. Hello there, everyone. My name is Ben Bryan, and welcome to Ben's History of Panto Years. So, this is episode 3 of the History of Panto Years. So, the year that we're going to be showing you is 1998 to 1999. Wow, yeah. I hope it's going to be something good there. So, yeah, without further ado, let's get started. Righty-ho, then. First up, we have Robin Hood at the Theatre Royal Hanley. So, what have we got here? We got Little and Large there, but we got the late Eddie Large there because he died of COVID-19. So that's very sad of him. So, and then we have Jim Davidson and Rick Wakeman, and also Otis the Aardvark as well from CBBC. Wow. We have another Otis the Aardvark there who might see you in 2000 to 2001 episode for episode 1 of my History of Panto Years for that. So that's what it was there. Next up, we have Dick Whittington at Darlington Civic. And we have from Chuckle Vision and To Me to You, which is a game show, the Chuckle Brothers. Paul Chuckle and Barry Chuckle. Well, the late Barry Chuckle for that. And what are they playing? I think I saw as Captain and Mate. I think that's what it was there for that. So, yeah. Right, next up, it's Cinderella at the Lewisham Theatre. So, we got Linda Robson there from Birds of a Feather and Loose Women. Postman Pat is on the bottom right again. And Chris Jarvis over there from BBC Children's TV over there. And CBeebies as well. As Buttons. Yeah, good on him. Next up, we have Aladdin at the Princess Hall Aldershot. So, let's see who's in it. Oh, well, isn't that Milton Wordsworth, aka Danny John Jules? Yeah. So, he played a cat from Red Dwarf, and also Milton Wordsworth from Storymakers. So, he's playing the genie. Wow. I think that's his second and last appearance in the Panto for that. So that's only second appearance for this Panto back in 1998 for that. Next up is Cinderella at the Preston Charter Theatre. So let's see who's in it. We got we got Rob from TV's Biker Groves, Gavin Mackle, yeah, from Biker Grove for that, and we got Falcon from Gladiators, yeah, well, the original Gladiator for that, because it was in like the 1990s or something like that. Right, next up on the list is Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs at the Empire Theatre in Sunderland. So let's see who's in it. Claire Buckfield there. Oh, look who's in it. Anton Deck. Why would Anton Deck be on it there? But that was in 1998 to 1999. These two are only do one Panto in 1998, but I don't see what they're playing from that. I don't really know about that. Maybe some of their special guests or they're playing or something like that. Da, da, da. I don't know. Who knows? Next up on the list, let's see. The Adventures of Robin Hood at the Hoof Crawley. So we got... Wait, Otis the Aardvark again? Really? Really Otis doing the Panto at the Hoof Crawley for that? Well, basically, he's doing it at the Theatre Royal Handley, but the Hoof Crawley, eh? Maybe because there might be like different voices or things like that, but I don't know. Strange, isn't it? Next up, what we got? Peter Pan at the Fairfield Halls in Croydon. So we have Kirsten O'Brien from Smart as Peter Pan. And guess who's back? The Captain Hook guy, Brian Blessed. Yes. Isn't he that great there? Playing the baddie. Moving on now to Cinderella at the Palace Theatre in Manchester. So, let's see. Jim Davidson is there, but isn't he directing or I don't know, probably. And Mr. Blobby! Wow. What is he doing? Getting a tantrum there? I don't know. Moving on now to Dick Whittington at the Floral Pavilion. So, let's see. Jenny Powell from Wheel of Fortune as Alice. And John Noakes from Blue Peter as Idle Jack. Wow, look at that. Oh, look who's on the bottom. The Care Bears. Really? I bet Harry will see this one there, but I want you to name those two bears who are in it. There are some clues in the poster there because they're on the the tummies and things like that. So yeah, that's what it was. The Care Bears. Oh, there's some clues for you to guess. Well, guess. Moving on now, and it's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs at the Queen's Theatre Widnes. I think that's what I pronounced that. So we have Frank Williams from Dad's Army. Who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Hitler? Yeah. And we have Hunter from the original Gladiators. Oh, yeah. Next up on the list is Goldilocks and the Three Bears at the Mayflower Theatre in Southampton. So we have Dawn McLean and Frank Bruno. Whoa. And of course we got Sooty over there. Look at Sooty. Okay then, next up is Mother Goose at the Theatre Royal Brighton. So, let's see who's in it. Well, we have Biggins over there, that Panto legend. He is playing Mother Goose himself there. Well, he's dressed up as a dame for that, but it's not like herself. But when it's Biggins, himself. So that's what it was, yeah. Moving on right now to Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs at the Tameside Hippodrome. So, let's see who's in it. Oh, we got Ted Robbins there, TV's comedy personality. Yeah, he used to work on CBBC for that, like The Slammer and Did It TV. And of course that player, and of course the Crackerjack player. For that, well, the new one for that. So yeah. Next up we have another Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, and it's in Churchill Theatre, Bromley. So we have Lionel Blair and Toby Anstis from children's TV. Also, there's like BBC Children's TV for that, whatever you call it. And wait, Mr. Blobby? Wait, that's just another design of Mr. Blobby. How come he got there? Maybe another design again for that? I don't know. Moving on now, and it's Jack and the Beanstalk at the Grand Opera House, York. And we have another gladiator. Another original gladiator, I mean. Kept forgetting that. So it's Khan. Or Kana. I don't know if I pronounced that right. So yeah, we got Khan over there, so... Yeah. Moving on now. And it's Jack and the Beanstalk at the Swindon Wyvern Theatre. And so we have Clive Webb there. And Danny Adams from the current CBBC show Danny and Mick. And Sandy Martin, BBC? Really? I don't know. And we have Colin Baker. He's from Doctor Who. And he's playing Dame Durden. Wow. I bet Alice likes that one there. Next up is another Jack and the Beanstalk, and it's Wycombe Swan. So we have Bonnie Langford from the musicals there. And of course Peter Duncan from Blue Peter. So he's playing Jack for Blue Peter. As for Bonnie Langford, she's playing Jill. Wow. And with Daisy the Cow as well. I think it's on the bottom for that. Yeah. Right, next up, it's Jack and the Beanstalk at the Richmond Theatre. So, who we got? Mark Curry from Blue Peter and Catchphrase. And then, let's see who else is in it. Oh, wow, look at the bottom right. It's Zippy, George and Bongle from Rainbow. Maybe those special guests in the theatre. Wow. Good on them. Maybe Zippy's still there for that. But maybe he still makes his appearances. But not Rainbow, because it's finished for that. But he still makes TV appearances. Right, next up, it's Beauty and the Beast at the Bournemouth Pavilion Theatre. So let's see who's in it. We have another sports star joining the Panto, Robin Cousins. He's a professional skating star, and of course the former Dancing on Ice panel. He's playing a prince for that. So yeah. And finally, it's Aladdin at the Crescent Theatre in Peterborough. So let's see who's in it. And we have that bear who's on it, but I can't see his name. But I don't know. And we have another original gladiator, Ace. He is the slave. Well, folks, that's going to be doing it for today's episode. But if you want to see more of the posters of the 1998 to 1999 Panto, it's on the Panto Archive website. Just to remind you. So, anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and I'll hopefully see you next week. Bye then.